Hey gamers, welcome back to a brand new DSP video. We're gonna be watching his little video game awards nonsense. I always like listening to his dumbass takes. And if there's time, I will vote for my game of the year kind of stuff. I have a window open for that. But if I don't, that's fine. I do have a video on this channel talking about my personal picks of game of the year. So if you want to like listen to that, you can. But if there's time, I'll put in this video. If you want me to actually record a video about that, and if I don't have time in this, let me know and I'll do it when I can. But let's get going, because we're not here to talk. We're here to watch.
Live react to the Game Awards nominations. Let's see. Welcome, I don't care. All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah, I don't care. Welcome, I don't care.
For Best Performance, the nominees are Den Star for Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
I forget. I know he was one of the main characters,
Of
right?
course.
He was, what's his name?
What's his name? Loves
Shit.
the game, by the way. Doesn't know his
I
name.
haven't played the game in a while. I don't remember any of the names anymore. But anyway, that's good.
Charlie Cox for Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Okay, the two male leads, they're both oh no.
Oh no, I love that. The first two male leads. Yeah, good. Male leads. This lady. Oh no, a lady, dude. Now, of course, it's because of the whole political like stuff going on with the writers and with this actress or whatever. But it's like, you know, this is the guy that tells us he doesn't believe in cancel culture. Fuck cancel culture, right? And then says that we should separate the art from the artist. So if that's the case, shouldn't we separate the performance she does from her politics, right? Like, she didn't hop into Ghost of Yotei and start like talking about her politics in the game. She just played a character because she was performing, right? But of course he's gonna make it about her politics, because why not, right?
Erika Ishii for Ghost of Yotei.
Do I really even need to comment on that?
So he says, do I really need to comment on that? And guess what? He comments on that.
Do we really have to comment on
And
that?
it's his favorite talking point, which is insane.
You know that she's the reason why all the controversy happened with that game, right?
No, she's not the reason. This is kind of unfair, because honestly, the reason for the controversy, in my opinion, is was the writers. That's what people were mostly talking about. And the controversy with her is just that, yeah, she got the job, and then people just found on Twitter saying that she's part of Antifa. Like, okay, she's anti-fascist. What a hot take. And again, like, DSP doesn't know anything. He's just gobbling up Twitter fucking engagements and just getting upset about it. But like, again, this is the guy that when people were like boycotting Hogwarts Legacy was yelling and crying about how people just separate the art from the artist and all this other stuff. But he doesn't even follow through with that. The moment that it's on the other side of the political spectrum, he's like, that's all he's talking about. And at the same time, he doesn't even do any research. I know that there's a lot of people that believe Antifa is some organization, but I don't think there is. I mean, as far as even the FBI stated, there is no organization of Antifa. And even then, you could even argue World War II veterans are Antifa. They fought against Nazi Germany, a fascist government at the time. But whatever, okay.
Right? Because she's a
Right?
leftist activist who said she's part of Antifa, and so
But what about right activists? What does DSP think about right activists, right?
was her wife. And then they
But like, why does that matter? Why does that matter? They're not. This award, by the way, is for best performance in the game. Now, I love that we're doing this in front of Jennifer English. I just can't look at her face. I have to like move on, and then talks about her over someone else's name.
they cast her as the main character of Ghost of Yotei, like they thought that was a good fucking idea. That's just
Yeah, because what if they just thought that they liked her performance? Like, they were probably looking for someone that looked serious and like in shape or whatever, and that's who they picked. Like, maybe they didn't look at her Twitter account. And this is again the same guy that will tell you, like, oh my god, I can't believe these people are digging. Like, this guy complain, like, the Antifa clip, from what I'm to remember, if I remember correctly, dude, was something that was posted years and years before this game was even announced. Like, she said that years ago. Or whatever. DSP, to this day, keeps bitching and moaning about people talking about not only the 2010 Dead Space video, but also stuff that he did 5 years ago. Like, it's just ironic coming from him. And again, this is the guy that tells you every day, separate the art from the artist, dude.
That's just genius level, isn't it? Anyway.
Jennifer English for Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Okay, it's like the whole
Konatsu
cast.
Kato for Silent Hill F.
So she's the main character of Silent Hill F. Okay.
And
You know, pause to make okay. But I will say the funny thing is, I think it was her or another actress in Silent Hill F streamed playing the game, and she wasn't a gamer. So she was just, it was like an honest playthrough of a person who like never touched a controller, and I heard it's pretty funny. So I may have to look into it.
and Troy Baker for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Guys, Jeff was gonna forget this game. I love that he bitched and moaned how, yeah, this game was not gonna make it to the VGAs in 2025. It gets nominated, of course.
Cool.
Cool.
So 3 people from Expedition 33, which was probably the best dramatic performances of the year. Troy Baker, who did a very great job as Indiana Jones, in my
What
opinion.
about the guy from
I
Death
would
Stranding
argue
2?
that the actress that did the main character of Silent Hill F did a good job. I can't comment on Ghost of Yote because I stayed as far fucking away as possible from that
because he got scared.
political liberal
Twitter
mess.
scared you.
I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, dude.
So,
Like, dude, you boot up the
all
game. She says, let's eat some soy. That's what she says at the beginning, and then she talks about socialism for the whole game. She says, "Gee, wouldn't it be nice to have single payer healthcare, guys? Wouldn't it be cool if we had wind turbines for energy?" That's what she does the whole game, guys. Liberal mess.
all right, I don't think I have actually an issue with those nominations.
For Best Ongoing Game, the nominees are Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite,
Well, you seem to have an issue.
I was going to say Final Fantasy
whatever.
XIV still has a really strong player base, doesn't it?
Okay.
Fortnite certainly does.
Helldivers 2,
Okay.
Marvel Rivals,
Right.
and
Yeah,
No
but these
Man's
are all
Sky.
meme games, right?
Honestly, again, I don't think I have an issue with any of those. I think that all makes
I love that that he's looking at these and saying, I don't have an issue with this. I don't have an issue with that. I don't have an issue. Like, oh wow, guys, Phil doesn't have an issue. Okay, Jeff can risk easy. The Video Game Awards so far is getting the approval of DSP.
makes sense. They all have healthy player bases. They are all, very community engaged games.
What about
The devs care and actively
Guilty
update them
Gear?
regularly,
That has a
so
player
I don't think I have a
base.
problem with those either. Okay,
For Best
I have a
Mobile
problem.
Game, the nominees are
I have a problem with
Destiny
that.
Rising,
I didn't even know that Destiny had a mobile game.
The
Persona
best way to
5,
find
The
out
Phantom X,
Destiny has a
I don't even know
mobile
what
game.
that is. I didn't know Persona 5 had a mobile game.
Sonic Rumble,
Oh my god, guys.
Sonic has a mobile game.
Guys, get this? DSP doesn't know that these games have mobile games. Whoa. Yeah, you wouldn't know because he doesn't play them online. The only mobile game he fucking plays is Champions.
I didn't know any of these existed. There's a Sonic mobile game.
Uma Masume, Pretty Derby,
Now, the funny part is I know that one.
Uma
Because
Masume.
that's the one that's viral all over the internet.
Yeah, this one is really funny. DSP got so like triggered over it. He started calling people freaks about playing this game. Like, it was really weird. It was a really weird mini arc of him being kind of uncomfortable about the idea of horse girls. Like, he talks about this as if it was like a porn game, and it's just a fucking like racing game, and he's like, oh yeah, fuck Uma Masume, yeah, you go fuck. I don't know, guys, and it's like, it was really weird.
That's the one where basically actual racehorses from history,
Okay,
okay,
actually, I
are
want
played by anime girls. And then
okay.
you raise them and you take care of them and then you race them.
Why? Oh my god, this dude! He always adds like a pervy angle to everything from Japan. Like, dude, I can show this. I could show this to my mom. I could show her Uma Musume, and she'll be like, she'll probably think it's funny. Like, honestly, like, I remember I was playing, like, Street Fighter 5. She looked at Laura and thought it was funny that she showed her cleavage. Like, she was like, oh, that's funny. I like, it was really weird. Like, she has like very interesting takes. My mom's based, but he's literally looking at Uma Musume and he was like, oh my god, guys, like, yeah, you raise them and then like you race them. Yeah, what do you do in Pokemon Go? What do you do in Pikmin Bud Light or whatever the fuck it's called? Like, this is any mobile game, but since it's girls, do you fuck them too? Like, come on, man. Why did it make it weird? And then face palms, dude.
Okay,
and look how loud
are
it is.
played by anime girls, and then you raise them and you take care of them and then you race them.
It's just a racing game. Like, this is so, like, this dude should fucking drink something.
Anyway,
and Wuthering Waves.
what the fuck is Wuthering Waves? Well, first off, okay.
And I love it's always facepalm with these anime games. Like, he plays fucking Yakuza and like a dragon. Those games have silly things. And this guy's like, oh, so you're playing Uma Musume and then you like, they're like horse girls based on horses from history. I didn't even know these were horses from history. I just thought they were like breeds. Like Gold Ship. I just thought that was a fucking breed of a horse. I didn't know these were historical horses. I'm kind of a little skeptical on DSP's telling of this game already. And it's just like, dude, you're just racing. It's just a racing game. Like, I mean, calm down.
Anyway.
And Wuthering Waves.
Wuthering Waves.
What the fuck is Wuthering Waves?
Wuthering Waves. I don't know. He said.
Well, first off,
whatever.
Okay. First off, I gotta say, Travis, where is WWE Champions? How can you list the best mobile games of the year and
clearly,
not list the one that...
This is the best mobile game, not the most monetized mobile game. Okay?
I single-handedly put on the fucking map. Is unacceptable.
Yeah,
it should be there.
Hilarious.
That's number one.
Guys, are you laughing
number
at?
two, now I know 5 more games to sink all my money into. Yeah, I gotta do some pulls.
No, Phil, these are all games that don't have, like, big, burly men.
Hi, baby, I'm excited.
Okay, we're skipping.
Waves, I've never heard of it.
We're skipping that.
I don't know. Anyway, all right, whatever. See, this just shows how out of touch I am. I don't even know what any of these mobile games are. I never heard of them before. So, okay.
Uma Musume.
All right, here we go.
This year's nominees for Best Art Direction are Claire Obscure, Expedition 33.
Of course.
Death
Of
Stranding
course.
2, On the Beach.
Totally agree with that.
Ghost of Yote.
Didn't play it, but based on what I know of the first game, if it's like the first game, then probably that makes sense.
Hades 2.
I loved Hades 2 for the little bit that I played until you guys decided to stop showing up for it.
Oh my god, this dude has forced so many games down our throats. So many shitty games. But he couldn't stomach playing any more Hades 2. Because that's how you know, guys, I'm telling you, this is how you know a game is good. DSP will just drop it and never go back to it. That's how you know it's good. He'll either do that or he'll just not touch it. I mean, there may be like a percentage of games that are bad that he has dropped and all that shit. Sure. But there's also a good chance the game is actually really good. And Hades 2 is a really good game. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking stand up for Hades 2. Yeah, I'm standing up for this game. That's right. But yeah. Again, I talked about this in my previous video, but I would love Hades 2 to win Best Art Direction, but it is a sad category, and I could go with either Death Stranding 2 or Clear Obscure. I mean, I would love Hades 2 to win, but I can kind of like concede the art direction of Hades 2 because I mean, at least Hades 1 was just as good, so it's like very strong in that regard.
It's a shame I can't play it anymore, but yeah.
Shame I can't play it anymore. Fucking shut the fuck up, bitch.
Dude, Hollow Knight Silksong, like I said when I was playing it, best in class Metroidvania,
Yeah, but
Crazy.
this is art direction. Why won't you talk about the fucking category? The only category he talked about was best performer, and that was he barely talked about it. Didn't even talk about the performance of the characters or the actors he liked. Didn't even pick an actor. He's like, oh, okay, I got no issue there. He always doing this to talk about games he has an issue with. Nothing that he genuinely likes. It's so annoying. And then he's gonna talk about, oh yes, let's talk best in class of Metroidvania. But it's best art direction, motherfucker. Why don't you talk about the art direction of fucking Silksong? I mean, I think Silksong has good art style and all this. I wouldn't say it deserves to win art direction. I wouldn't go that far. I do like a lot of the visual humor and all that. Like, I love how Hornet is designed and shit, but I kind of would go to, again, Expedition or Death Stranding 2. Silksong is good though, but I don't know. It deserves a nomination. I can give it I'll say that, but I would kind of feel mixed on it winning. I would be kind of hopeful that it would mean we'd see more of like sprite games like this a little bit more frequently, but you know,
Crazy amounts of cool, unique locations. I liked how every area felt completely unique and different, right? All these different climates, environments. Really well-designed game.
Okay, I guess that
Honestly,
is kind
out
of
of those, I would say either
art
Claire
direction,
Obscure
but
or
whatever.
Silksong should probably win, but that's my take.
Song.
Not even Death
For
Stranding
best
2. I
score
don't know. I think
music,
Death Stranding 2
leveled
is
up by
pretty good.
Spotify.
Oh, here we go. Totally, the Game Awards are about awarding the best games of the year, leveled
So
up by
today, as I'm recording this, he's doing his full podcast, and he talks about the golden joystick awards. It's so funny, right? He keeps bitching about how the video game awards are not official. By the way, I've heard at least him and someone else say this, and it's driving me up the wall. I'm tired of hearing it. Like, okay, I agree, they're not official, but like, first off, what does Jeff have to do to make them official? Like, most of these award shows, like the Oscars and all this, I'm pretty sure are also sponsored award shows. Like, they're maybe not as much as video game awards, but what makes this less official than the Oscars? Like, what would Jeff have to do? Would he have to do a human sacrifice on stage for it to be official? Like, what would Jeff have to do to make these official, right? Like, I don't quite get this constant need. But I will say, it's kind of funny. With DSP, he says that these are not official because there's sponsorships. There's a panel of critics that are all liberal left leaning, according to him, who get to vote. Of course, these are things that like you can't honestly prove. I mean, yeah, there are people who vote on the game, but you can't prove their politics or if there's even a bias to begin with. Like, there was that one year where everyone thought that was it Sekiro that year was gonna lose to like a Sony game, and then it ended up winning. And it's like, yeah, where's the bias now, guys? But like, you know, whatever. It's just a lot of people disagree with these with what, you know, award these give with whatever. But with DSP, it's like these are like nothing statements. But this other person that mentioned it did actually bring up a good point in the sense that, or at least an interesting point, I should say, that the game developers who worked on these games that get nominated, they don't care about these awards. Like, they don't put much like stock in it. Like, they'll go and all this, but they're not gonna sit there. They're not losing sleep over these award shows, which is like, you know, a reasonable thing. But again, I think that's true for any award show. Yeah, like, dude, David Lynch done so many movies and shows. You think he lost sleep over not getting awards? Do you think Bob Odenkirk was losing sleep over not winning a Golden Globe for Better Call Saul? No. They liked what they were doing, and that's what they did.
by Spotify. Huh?
Nominees are Christopher Larkin for Hollow Knight Silksong.
Okay.
Aaron Korb for Hades 2.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say about Hades 2 soundtrack. I'm not budging. I'm not budging on this. Hades 2 should win best score in music. I'm sorry. Like, these other games are all good. Don't get me wrong. Expedition 33. Apparently, the guy is a SoundCloud guy, but whatever. Cool. Hades 2 soundtrack is so good. It's so good. I want to claw your eyes and drown you to death. Great song, banger track. Coral Crown is good. Time Belongs to Us. Great songs. Just perfect. The entire album is just a giant banger. Love the 82 soundtrack. I'm probably gonna be very disappointed because I don't think it's gonna win, but it should win. It should win. I love that soundtrack. These are good soundtracks. Don't get me wrong, but 82 soundtrack was fantastic. Like I will go on. I will like be on my knees if 82 wins. Like come on. Darren Korb knocked it out of the park, right? Was it Darren Korb? Huh?
Nominees are Christopher Larkin for Hollow Knight Silksong.
Okay.
Darren Korb
Yeah, Darren Korb, the GOAT. I love 82
for
soundtrack.
Hades 2.
Sure.
Lorian
Perfect
Tostov for
soundtrack.
Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
We're starting to see a pattern, aren't we? We're starting to see a clear-cut pattern. It's the same games. We actually have this year, for the first time in a very long time,
Whoa.
we have a definitive grouping of games that were actually so good that they were nominated for everything.
I feel like that's every Game Award show, though. Like, because I've never seen, but whatever. Okay.
That's actually good. That's a good thing.
You could argue it's not. Very easily, because, again, these weren't the only games that came out this year. Like, why not, put more games that like, I guess maybe this is what people mean when they say this isn't official. That they don't really, like, take into consideration all of the games that come out in that window. But I don't know the process to begin with of how they pick the nominations. But you could argue that there were better games that could have been in these slots, but whatever.
However, I'm going to say this as well. Do you notice something about the games? None of them are huge.
Yeah, Death Stranding 2, the tiny little baby game. Yeah, very, very small. Same with Ghosts of Yotei. These are, like, very, very small-scale games, guys. Like, I know what he means, but at the same time, like, what was Clair Obscur's budget? Because this person I was watching the other night that was going through these nominations, she was like, why is this nominated in an indie game? Because they got a publisher. But again, I don't quite know what would be considered as an indie game, right? Like, you would think, okay, maybe it's the budget size, maybe it's not when it's, like, published by Ubisoft, Nintendo, EA, Sony, or whatever. But, like, what about the budget size? I think it should be based on budget, but she was saying they found a publisher, so they aren't really indie, but aren't all indie games also published by a publisher? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there are some games that are self-published, but, like, I don't know. Like, wouldn't Hades 2 have another publisher? But again, maybe it's just how the publishing agreement is. Like, maybe, the publishing company was like, oh, we'll put like 10%, you do 90% or something. I don't know. I'm not in the industry. How would I know, dude?
Not a single game from EA. Not a single game from Ubisoft. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what did they put out?
The
What
big
did EA
boys
put out
this
this year?
they're snubbed because their
Oh,
games
Battlefield
suck.
6.
The big boy games aren't good anymore. It's the little studios. Expedition 33's game devs quit Ubisoft, went off, made their own studio, and made that game. I'm serious.
And then that person I was watching also mentioned that Expedition 33 looked very different in the early stages of production, which is interesting. I kind of want to look at that.
Awesome.
Toma Otoa for Ghost of Yotei.
Toma Otoa.
Woodkid and Ludwig Forsell for Death Stranding 2.
The way Jeff says
All
these
right,
names
again,
are funny.
I can't
Uma
actually
Masume.
kind of argue with any of these. What I will say is this. A lot of people are going to say, oh, the only reason Death Stranding 2 is in there is because Jeff Keighley...
This is kind of dumb. Like, okay, yeah, they're friends, but at the same time, like, it's not like Death Stranding 2 was a obnoxiously bad game. Like, and also Kojima kind of has a name for himself, and all this other stuff behind him. Like, I don't think it's a stretch for this game to be here. But okay.
The guy who runs the Game Awards is buddy, almost like best friends with Hideo Kojima.
What about the guy
right?
who did Split
Okay,
Fiction?
fair enough. That is a true statement. But at the same time, when I look at the scope of the games I played this year, even though the gameplay of Death Stranding 2 wasn't amazing,
Guys, we are talking about best score in music. And we're talking about the gameplay of Death Stranding 2. Why don't you talk about the fucking soundtrack of the game?
it still was one of the best games I played this year. I'm not kidding you. I will say that right now. It actually is one of the best games of 2025.
Okay.
There just aren't a lot of great games anymore, guys.
I love that he's talking about Death Stranding 2. And I hate this passive aggressive, like, backhanded compliment he does to all these games that he claims he loves so much, like Death Stranding 2 and recently Leave It Alone. Like, he was shitting on babies as like, I made more body blowing leaves. It's like, I thought you liked the game. Why do you make it sound as if, like, it's dumb that you made money off that game? It's so annoying. Yeah, guys, there were no other good games. Why do you think I liked Death Stranding 2? But I thought it would have been a bad game if there were good games this year then. Huh? How does that work?
You know?
You
Maybe
know?
the year when Death Stranding 1 came out, there was more competition for good games, but now there just isn't anymore. So
But that still got nominated. People still like Death Stranding 1. Yeah, there are people who like the game, guys. I know, shocker. Like, this is really weird, and it kind of comes off as he just hates the game.
So legit, this was one of the best games of the year, even though I don't think it was like one of the most groundbreaking games I've ever played. It's still great. So I
think
can't
it was
argue with these
groundbreaking
nominations right now.
for what it is.
The
Whatever.
beach.
Okay.
The best audio design nominees are Battlefield
Okay, we
6,
didn't talk about the soundtrack.
I would say-
I love that we didn't talk about the soundtrack there. Why don't you talk about the soundtrack?
For Battlefield sound effects and things, it actually does. It's a great sounding game. For the
He
little
talks about the audio design of this game.
bit I played of it,
Okay.
it was really realistic sounding. I did enjoy that.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33,
Great.
Death Stranding 2 On the Beach,
There you
Ghost
go.
of Yote,
Oh.
and Silent Hill F.
Okay, for audio design, there was some creepy stuff in Silent Hill F, I would say. Some of the audio, yeah, I will agree
Whoa.
there. Absolutely,
Okay.
I'll agree with that.
Best Adaptation was added to the Game Awards in 2022 to recognize an outstanding show, movie, or other creative work inspired by and based on.
That sounds like an audio
established
glitch.
What is in the background?
He's got, like,
Okay, I do not
Here
care
are
about
this
the
year's
background.
nominees for Best Adaptation:
Okay,
A Minecraft Movie,
I didn't see it.
Devil May Cry,
Trash.
I didn't see it.
Fuck Devil May
Splinter
Cry
Cell
anime.
Deathwatch.
I don't even know what that is.
The Last of
see
Us
that.
Season 2,
I certainly didn't fucking see that.
and Until Dawn.
Yeah, I'd go
I
Last
did
of
see
Us.
that. Now here's the
I
funny.
would say Last of Us, just because, I watched it and it was at least more cohesive, and I thought it was actually a little more interesting than the game. A little bit. There's some other issues with it too, but again, in that lineup, I haven't seen Splinter Cell, so I can't say. But yeah, I would have gone with Last of Us. If you put a gun to my head,
The funny part about it, all right,
like
Until
you're like Theo,
Dawn,
pick one or
in
you're
my
dead. I'm like,
opinion,
okay, Last of Us.
is an actual good horror movie, but it's not a good Until Dawn movie because it has nothing to actually do with the game. I'm serious. It has different characters. It's a different plot.
What if it's like
but
the
it's actually
spirit
a
of
unique
Until
story
Dawn?
for a horror movie? I really liked it. But it's not Until Dawn, so I don't understand how you could say it's the best adaptation when literally they did everything they possibly could to not have it be an accurate adaptation of the game. But the other stuff, I don't know. I just basically I don't see that shit. So I can't even say a word about any of that.
For Best Narrative, the outstanding nominees are Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
What a shocker.
Death Stranding 2
Whoa!
On the Beach.
No way!
Ghost of Yote.
Whoa!
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Silent Hill F.
It's all the same games, except now they threw in Kingdom Come.
Best
Whoa,
community
they
support
they try to throw
celebrates
them
game
off.
developers who continually and
I would think about Death
transparently
Stranding 2
engage,
personally,
support,
but it
and
is what it
respond to
is.
their players.
I
This
love that
year's
he didn't even talk about what narrative he thinks is best. Like, what is the point of watching him talk about this? You know, I have a theory. Now, of course, the website was down for some people, so I will say, like, you know, it's not like he lied about that, or he would, but I would think he is, because You think this guy would go through that and then like vote on the game on anything? Of course not. He wouldn't. He wouldn't do it. Because that would be him putting his flag down on something. He wants to wait until to see what everyone else's opinions are about what won, and then tailor his opinion after that. Based on how people react to it. He'll either be a contrarian or he's gonna be a white knight or join the bandwagon. It's gonna be one of those.
These are Baldur's Gate 3.
What did See, I don't even know that Baldur's Gate 3 did anything this year, but maybe they did.
Final Fantasy 14,
Okay.
Fortnite,
Okay.
Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky.
Honestly, isn't that exactly the same as best ongoing game? It's almost the same exact reward when you think about it. So,
Your nominees for Games for
whatever.
Impact are
The woke
I don't know
category.
what does games for impact mean?
I
Can you
think it's
explain
like
what the category
social
is? What is games for
narrative
impact? They're supposed
or
to have an impact
something
on
like that.
society, culture,
Like,
left.
okay, hold on. I'm gonna go full screen for a bit. Can I do that? No. Hey, yes. Okay. Because I don't want any personal information. Game. Oh, what is impact? No, I don't want AI. Fuck off. Video games with a positive social message and focus on social good. Okay, these games are thought-provoking and aim to inspire empathy and understanding. Okay, empathy. Guys, you need the superpower of empathy to really get it. Get it, guys? I made a reference, dude. Bleh.
leftist beliefs and ideals. I don't know.
Yeah, empathy. Leftist beliefs, empathy. Have empathy. Yes. Like, I love that, like, I took more interest in looking as to what Games for Impact is, because I kind of didn't know either. It's, like, a weird category, because you would think, right, in my opinion, if it deals with, like, narrative and story, wouldn't that be under best narrative, then? Like, you could make that argument, but I guess it's like, if you want to throw these in so you could kind of pick which one is best and separate that from the narrative, I guess. But I would also feel that other games kind of cover empathy and good values and stuff like that, like, or whatever, right? But it is what it is.
I'd like to know, but they're not explaining.
Despelote, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage.
It's a bad category, I can tell you, because I played that. An awful category.
South
I
of
have seen
Midnight,
people like that
and
game.
Why? Wait,
Get
why
this.
South of Midnight?
Oh my god. Why make this weird, by the way? Again, he played the game. Like, this is really weird. This is really weird.
Because the main character's black?
Yeah, that's why. They didn't play the game. Like, so everything else, like, this is, what a weird reaction. It's about, like, empathy and this and stuff, and social messaging and all this stuff, la-di-da, and all this other stuff. The game most likely has that, like, in the story, which is why it was nominated. And you see this, like, so you nominated because he's black? Okay, if that's the case, then wouldn't other games with, like, black characters be in this category too? Like, this is really stupid. This is another I'm gonna try to sound like an idiot segment. Like, this is just him trying to make a controversy out of nothing. And then he's gonna say this, and then it's gonna make him look really weird, and have a weird defense for it.
Because it's in the South, the deep South of the United States? That might actually be a racist domination.
Racist domination? What?
Like, I thought the game was good on its own merits for the little bit that I played of it. I was like, oh, the gameplay is good, the music's good.
Okay, maybe that's why it was nominated. Like, why are you being weird about this? Like, yeah, the game's good. Why did it get nominated? Huh? Okay.
It's good. Games for Impact? What impact? Just because it's set in the deep South and the main character is African American, what? That's impact?
Maybe because it exposed some people to a culture they didn't know. Like, I mean, I don't think a lot of people, like, think about or understand, like, that, like, the southern culture like that, like all that much, like the Bayou or whatever the fuck. Like I don't know. Like I mean, I'm born in the Northeast, guys. Okay, come on now, dog. And I'm Greek.
I don't get it. Whatever.
Wonderstop.
I don't know what Wonderstop even is.
The
So.
category of best
Oh,
multiplayer. The
that's a
nominees are
W. Is
Okay.
that why?
Raiders.
I mean,
don't know.
I'm not surprised it got thrown in there because that's a last-minute nomination. You can tell it just came out a couple weeks ago, but there's so many people raving about how good it is. That's why it's in there.
Battlefield 6.
Okay, I understand that.
Elden Ring Night Reign.
Didn't that
That I
get
don't
rushed
get
in?
because, to be honest, Elden Ring Night Reign, yeah, there was a fan base for it. It's called the FromSoft fan base, and outside of that, Night Reign did not do numbers like Elden Ring.
I heard it did pretty good though. I heard it did really good on day one. And then people fell off later, but then like the people who stuck around, they ended up liking it more because they kept supporting it and all this kind of stuff. So I do think that overall, in the long run, I kind of think this game was kind of like a kind of whatever, in my opinion.
It didn't. Like, it did not get that much attention.
Oh my god,
So
guys!
I really don't know why.
Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say because I thought like it's like one of those things that spells the same like forward and backward, but it's not. I almost
That's
thought,
even in there.
Peak and
whatever.
What the fuck is Peak?
What the fuck is Peak?
Split
It's
Fiction.
Peak.
You know what's funny? No Call of Duty. Did you notice that? So Battlefield 6 got nominated, but no Call of Duty.
Do they come
I
out
don't
the
know what the hell
same
Peak is.
week? Or I
Best
thought it came out later. It
independent
probably came
game
out after
celebrates
the
games
window.
with a high
Oh,
degree
whatever.
of risk
Okay.
tolerance, produced outside the traditional publisher system. Those nominees are Absolem,
Never heard of it.
Ball Pit,
I didn't even know about that till you guys told me.
He said Ball Pit was like Hades. I saw someone play Ball Pit. It does not look like Hades at all. Like that's like saying Street Fighter is like chess.
It's like the other day you were screaming
No, Street Fighter is like Mario 64.
Ball Pit.
I
was
don't
like, What
know.
the fuck is that?
It's like a card game.
Blueprints,
Wow. Any game
Ah!
I played getting some respect, that's cool because I loved Blueprints.
Yeah,
Flare
fuck that game.
Obscure Expedition 33,
I think we know what's going to win this, right? I mean, come on.
Hades 2, and Hollow Knight
Hades
Silk
2,
Song.
baby.
All right, remember, maybe Hollow Knight will
Hades
win.
2. Hades 2.
Because, you know, for me, I'm torn. Like, I don't know. If you were to
Like
ask
Hades
me
2 like hooked my attention
Can you
more than those other
decide?
games.
between Claire...
Yeah, I said
Obscure-
it.
Claire, I
Silk
can't even
Song,
speak. Can you decide
Silk
between
Song's
Claire
good, don't
Obscure
get me
Expedition
wrong.
33 or Hollow Knight Silk Song?
Expedition
I'd be
33
like,
is solid.
That's a really tough ask.
But
because
Hades
you're
2,
talking
baby.
two best in class for me. Like, Clear
Hades
Obscure is
2,
one of
baby.
the best, if not best in class RPGs
but
I've
it's
played
probably
in
gonna
100
lose.
years. And Silk Song is
I'm not budging on
definitively the best
soundtrack. I will
Metroidvania
be
I've ever
very
played.
sad if that doesn't win
So that
soundtrack.
would actually be really hard for me to make a
And
judgment
I'm gonna
call
go
on, man.
DSP
So, I
mode.
don't know.
The video game awards
Best
are not
debut
official.
indie game
See, Hades 2
recognizes
lost.
a
They're
development
fucking
team that
woke.
hasn't won a game award before. In fact, these teams published their first game this year.
Oh.
The nominees are Blueprints,
Oh, I didn't even know that that was their first game.
Flare Obscure Expedition 33,
I did know that was their first game because, again, that was
Hades 2.
game devs who worked for Ubisoft. They quit, made their own
Okay, we heard this backstory like
Mega-
5 times.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I looked at Megabonk. It's just another one of these flash in the pan viral games that some streamer played and then another streamer played.
I love that we're basing these kind of games on streamers as if like and he's using it derogatory. So I guess DSP. I love that DSP kind of promotes like people like viewing streamers as derogatory as he's a streamer. Okay.
If it wasn't for a streamer playing it, no one would have ever known what Megabonk was or cared. Whatever. And no, it's not Bonk from like the TurboGrafx 16 days at all. It's something very different.
for Best VR AR Game.
Okay, let's look at Megabonk. You know, I don't care. Megabonk tips. We got a loot box. Where's the jump in the middle?
Coolest difference here is that Megabonk is built with fully 3D levels and 3D movement. You can jump and even get power-ups that give you better jumps or double, triple, quadruple.
Okay, he's oh yeah, because look how ugly it looks. This is why DSP hates it. It looks ugly. He's like, yeah, ew, this doesn't look like a movie.
The nominees are Alien Rogue Incursion,
So here we go. VR, AR games that no one knows about or played. Here we go.
I know about these.
Ghost
About
Town,
Alien.
Marvel's Deadpool VR,
I didn't even know Deadpool VR came out.
and The Midnight Walk.
These games are
Midnight
so
Walk.
like, it's like I've said since the day that VR tried to get pushed into.
But if
the
VR is dead,
forefront.
why does it have a
All right?
category?
And
Or
all
why
the
does
media, all
why
the
do people
games
still
journalists said
make
it's the
games
future
for
of
it?
gaming, which was like 10 years ago, right? Name me one game on VR that's a killer app, that's a must play, and a game of the
Okay, he says one game, Half-Life Alyx. Goes, that's just one game. It's not a big deal.
year contender. The only game I've ever heard anyone even mention in that kind of circle would be Half-Life Alyx.
So that's one
it.
game.
Every other time it's like, well, it's kind of a gimmick game.
He's asking for one game. Yeah, there's one game. Oh, okay, now he wants two games.
It's fun for a little bit. VR ain't it, man. Or at least it hasn't hit it yet. It just hasn't.
But it's not
know.
like, yeah, but VR isn't meant to be like a thing. Like it's just
For
whatever.
Content
okay.
Creator of the Year, the nominees
Oh,
are
here we go. I'm sure
Guys, get prepared. Get prepared. You're gonna hear a
these are
lot
going to
of
be incredibly
laughter.
pertinent people who I know all about. Let's go.
Kadril,
Who the fuck is Kadril?
Kai Sanat,
Oh, I know him because he's
Okay,
all
so
over
you know-
social media.
Right?
Moist Critical,
Okay, here's the hilarious part about Moist Critical. Wait, what the fuck? Look at
Oh my god, dude! Like, remember, guys, he's a huge fan of Moist Critical. He told us that a few years ago. If he was such a huge fan, he'd know he literally does videos in that room every day. Like,
no. Look at the picture of Moist Critical. Number one, he's literally sitting in his fucking studio bedroom that he streams from. They didn't have a better picture of him. And on top of that, look at the
Maybe
picture.
that's the
Look how they
bit.
doctored the fuck out of the picture of Voice Critical.
How did they doctor it? Wouldn't doctoring be like you manipulate? I mean, maybe like they up the res or something, like, you know. But whatever.
Yo, look at his face. It's so crazy edited and airbrushed and shit.
Oh,
my
okay, yeah, that's what.
God,
Okay, that's
dude.
what he's talking about. All
Sakura
right.
Miko,
What the fuck is Sakura Miko?
I love that he sees an anime VTuber. First response, knee-jerk response. What the fuck? Shut up.
Sakura, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck is Sakura
Shut the
Miko?
fuck up.
and The Burnt
Uh,
Peanut.
What the fuck is that?
yeah, get ready, guys. Sakura Miko is like a VTuber. Who cares? Like, okay. The Brad Pitt. I'm gonna spare you guys the clown mode and just skip through
fucking-
this. I checked the Burt Peanuts
ever.
content. I was just curious.
If
And it's
ever
like-
there has been a better
I kinda
example
don't-
of how we've all
Don't get
become
how this
brain
guy
rot,
got. I don't get how
because
this
of the
guy got
fucking
nominated.
internet?
Honestly, I wouldn't say he's a brain rot guy. Maybe the beginning of his streams, he has like a weird like intro or whatever. But he just plays games. Like I don't
the
care.
burnt fucking peanut, baby. I can't believe he's got a fucking dunce because of the fuck. If ever there has been a better example of how we've all become brain rot because of the fucking internet.
This is not a
burnt-
good example. I mean, brain rot would be more like just listening to DSP like respond to takes on Twitter. But whatever. Okay.
Fucking peanut, baby. I can't
I
believe
mean,
he's got a fucking dunce beanie on like he's
Because-
Tweedledum or Tweedle.
I love the dunce cap. It's a propeller hat. The dunce cap is a white cone hat. DSP is a true dunce for not knowing what a dunce cap is.
He's literally stolen the annoying orange face.
Yeah, the annoying orange invented smiling. I mean, I know what he means when he says that though, but who cares? It's like,
From the annoying orange and just put it on a peanut?
but that also just shows how that like this kind of idea has existed long before the internet. Like, come on.
I know nothing about this person. I don't
you're
need to
already
know anything
judging.
about the person. Literally, let's just move on. Holy fucking shit.
Burn fucking peanut, dude.
Part of the Game Awards is looking forward to what's next. And don't worry,
Oh.
we'll have lots of games to announce for you on December 11th. But what's the most anticipated upcoming game? Here are the nominees based on currently announced titles.
Okay, GTA 6. I don't even need to watch
This
it.
is a
Every
dumb
year it's
category.
GTA 6. It's going to be GTA 6
How can you
again,
measure
right?
the most anticipated
Okay.
game?
007
And I don't think
First
GTA
Light,
6
GTA
has
6.
like it has
Grand Theft Auto
anticipation,
6,
but
Okay.
Marvel's
you.
Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4. The best
The
action
Witcher
adventure
4.
game nominees are Death
I'll get a load of
Stranding
this,
2
guys.
on the Beach, Ghost
Now
of
we're gonna
Yotei,
get
Hollow Knight.
Wait a minute.
real dumb shit.
They think Death Stranding 2 is an action-adventure game? No, it's
It's an adventure game. You go on an adventure. Yeah, you're delivering packages, but it's an adventure, dumb fuck. Secondly, it is an action game. There are action moments in there. They give you a like this game gave you a gun. It literally gave you a gun to like actually use. It's not like in Death Stranding 1 where it's like, yeah, here's the gun, don't use it. It's bad. This is like, yeah, this gun, you can use it, no worries, no problem. Like they literally give you a gun. It's way more action than the first game. To say it's not is like you have to be like bashing your head against the wall at that point.
No, it's not. It's not an action-adventure game at all. Did he play it?
Did
you
you
just
play
deliver
it?
shit the whole game, and then every once in a while you have to fight or do stealth
Yeah,
on
but
some
it's still an
enemies. It's not
adventure.
action-adventure. That's kind of
an adventure is going to places and moving
Hollow
or
Knight
whatever.
Silksong is not action-adventure. It's Metroidvania.
This is really stupid. First off, like didn't they state that like the genre isn't Metroidvania? Like technically it's like called like what? Search action game, whatever the fuck. I think action adventure is probably a more appropriate genre to consider Silksong. Metroidvania is what people call, but they can't call it Metroidvania simply because it requires two IPs from two different companies. You like come on. Come on.
It's its own category.
Indiana
it's
Jones
not.
and the Great Circle, and Split Fiction.
Split Fiction is action-adventure? I actually didn't play it. so-
Why is he shocked? He never played it. Why? He looks at a game and doesn't play. Why is that there? Oh my god.
I actually don't know.
For best role-playing game, the jury selected Avowed,
Okay,
Avowed? I've never played Avowed. What is that doing there? Is it action adventure? I mean, is it an RPG?
did you hear what he just said? All right, here we go. The jury selected. Do you know who's on the jury? So I actually don't know.
For best role-playing game, the jury selected
Oh, okay.
Avowed.
Okay, did you hear what he just said?
The
All
jury
right, here we go.
selected.
The jury
Okay.
selected. Do you know who's on the jury?
Super Blind Man. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Game
Too
journalist.
soon.
And a few very select influencers.
Who does he? What influencers? Like, I mean, do we know who's on the jury? The only person I knew who was on the jury was, I think, Super Blind Man, and that's it.
Slash content creators. That's it.
But who cares?
No actual gamers. It's
Dude, like, at least like these people are a little bit more remotely involved. Like the Oscars literally have people who didn't want to watch like they deemed animated movies as like kids slop, and they didn't watch any of them. Like that's who's voting on. That's the people who are doing the Oscars. There's all these animated movies that are really good, and this that they don't get nominated. These people like let their kids watch these cartoons, and they ask them, so Timmy, what did you think of Toy Story? I liked it. Okay, we're gonna vote for Toy Story, Timmy. You did it. It's like that's it. It's like that dumb. I don't know if that has changed since then. To be fair, because this was like an article back in like what 2013. But I just remember reading that. It's like, geez, like that is kind of like disrespectful to the medium. Honestly, like dude, you didn't even watch the movie. Are you just gonna be able to do that? At least these people have played these games. Like, I get that people don't like game journals, but I also think it's kind of too much of a meme because there are game journals who do like play games and they have opinions and stuff. Like it's whatever. Like I get it, but at the same time, it's like I kind of like moved on from like harping on that. You know what I'm saying?
just this really, really
And I
selected.
do even feel there's a degree of people moving on even from doing that. Like, because I think like I think it shows when you have like people say calling DSP a games journalist that like that word in a way has lost all meaning. So it's like they're not even like angry at game journalists anymore as much. Like it's kind of like the blame game has shifted a lot in a lot of ways. I know that sounds very like rude, like simple to say, "Oh, the blame game," but you know what I'm saying.
The group of people who are, by the way, all leftists.
Yeah,
So
they're
when
all
you see things
leftists.
in here selected, you're like, I don't understand why that would be nominated. That's why, because they
Like,
have
what
agendas
does
and shit.
what does leftists have to do with anything? What's Avowed have to do with anything about leftist policies? Like this is what I don't understand. Like it makes more sense, right? When you talk about real world news organizations and stuff like that being like too right leaning, too left leaning, whatever. Like I can understand that because that at least like there's a reason. But what reason do people have to be like liberal in games media? Like I don't know. Like it's whatever.
Shit when they try to get stuff nominated. So it's sad. That's why they do the actual gamers' choice where the real people vote.
So then why don't you focus on the gamer's
But
choice
yeah,
then?
so that's why Avowed. There's literally not a single actual gamer who will nominate Avowed as Game of the Year. Okay, not Game of the Year, excuse me. Best role-playing game. Avowed had good
How do you know?
graphics.
What if there are people
Avowed
who,
had
who
a
would?
good gameplay loop and combat, and a good looting system, I would argue.
Okay, so oh my god, see, this is the shit that like pisses me off. He lists good things about it. Okay, so why shouldn't it be nominated? He's like, yeah, it's a good system, good gameplay mechanics. Okay, why shouldn't it be nominated?
It did not have a good story. It was
Okay, but this isn't best narrative, it's best role-playing game. Like, I just love that we get these categories and we're just selectively choosing when to give a fuck about that, right? Like, you could assume that they're not saying Avowed is it has a good story because they didn't nominate for best narrative. Best role-playing game could just be about the game itself. Like, there could literally be a nomination in the Oscars where, like, yeah, the lighting may not be good or the editing might not be good, but something else is good, or it's like, oh, yeah, the acting is good in this movie, but, you know, the movie itself may not be that great. Like, but the category is Best Actor, so that shouldn't matter. Like, come on.
It was very, very bad. The story was boring as hell. That's why I quit it. Like, I was liking the game, and then when I went to the main story to advance the game, I was so bored, I said, fuck it, I'm not playing it anymore. So, it should not be Best Role-Playing Game nominated at all.
Clair Obscur Expedition 33,
Okay.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and The Outer Worlds 2.
What's hilarious is I totally forgot about Monster Hunter Wilds existing. But it's such a big franchise. Those who don't know, Monster Hunter is one of the best-selling franchises in the world. It's, I believe,
A
number
lot of
2
people didn't
best-selling
like
franchise
Wilds
under
as much as
Capcom.
Worlds. I heard.
I forgot it existed. I really did. It's weird that it came out this year, and now I haven't heard much about it. Outer Worlds 2 just came out, and I guess you can argue it could be considered one of the best RPGs of the year, but because there's not a lot of good ones, honestly, you know?
But you
By
know,
way,
the story
Alex
might
Levine
suck.
for $2, he says, the burnt peanut for the next marathon stream. I don't know what you mean.
Oh my god.
Okay.
But then, like, he
the
didn't beat Avowed. How does he know the story is bad? What if he gets good? What if it's like Days Gone, right?
Best Fighting Game.
Ooh. And so in reality, there weren't a lot of new fighting games this year, so this is probably going to be like bottom of the barrel scraping. Let's see.
The nominees are
Oh yeah, time to show these games.
2XKO,
That actually, I guess it did technically come out, but it was like a weird soft launch because it had previously had betas and it's a free-to-play game. But I guess it came out. Okay.
Capcom Fighting Collection 2,
What the hell? Why is that even nominated? It's a retro collection.
Yeah, I kind of don't get why
It's not
these
even a
collections
new
are
game,
nominated. These are this
Fatal
category.
Fury City of the Wolves.
It's such
I would
a
think that's going to win,
a
even though I
sleepwalking
personally don't like the
category.
game.
It's like
I think
just
Fatal
put
Fury
these
City of the
games
Wolves will win
in.
this award.
Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection,
How did you just nominate
And then
a
this-
collection that doesn't work?
Dude.
You literally nominated a
I'll
collection.
be honest, like, I will say, maybe the reason why people don't say these game awards are not official, and you know, whatever. Didn't one year they put Sifu as best fighting game? So I don't think these people know what fighting games are or what.
Of retro Mortal Kombat games where the online play is not complete.
Okay, we're just
And
gonna move on.
Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage.
I didn't even know that existed. What is that?
He
Another
talked
version of
about
Virtua
this,
Fighter
and he
5
said,
is
"I'm
the
not playing it
17th one."
because I played it before."
I think Fatal Fury will win that.
The nominees for Best Action Game are Battlefield 6,
So wait, so action game? So we had action adventure, now it's just action? Like, what's the distinguishing characteristic between
The
action
adventure.
adventure and action? What's the difference?
because it may not
Doom
have an
the Dark
adventure.
Ages,
Like
Hades 2,
whatever.
Ninja Gaiden 4,
Hades 2,
and
baby. Hell
Shinobi,
yeah.
Art of Vengeance.
I
Shinobi
have
was
no
pretty
idea what
good.
would win that category,
I like
honestly.
Shinobi.
I didn't play Shinobi,
but I
I
didn't
don't
beat
know.
it.
Out of all those,
It's
like,
a fun game.
probably for me, it would either be Battlefield, which I only played a little of, but I still liked it, or probably Hades 2, but I don't know.
Hades 2,
Innovation
baby.
and
Hades
accessibility
2.
celebrates games that are making our industry
Okay.
available and enjoyable to more people. The
Good.
nominees for innovation and accessibility are Assassin's Creed Shadows,
Wait a minute. He's not going to say why?
Because it's innovation and accessibility. Like, okay, like honestly, Ubisoft has a whole suite of accessibility. Like, yeah. At this point, of course. Like, does he have to go through every single like feature? This is really stupid.
If we don't know why there's innovation and accessibility, then how could you choose? Like, I don't know why Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed Shadows was accessible.
Oh my god. I don't know why. Dude, you can look it up. You can look at, oh, got nominated? Why did this get nominated? Then use, I don't know, google.com and say, ask Creed accessibility. Because, and dude, he played the game. Like, the game walks you through all these accessibility options. And he's like, why is it there? So does Jeff have to be like, ask Creed Shadows? It has, like, dude. And honestly, they're probably gonna do that for the award show itself because they probably have the runtime. But this dude is literally like, why is this here? Oh my god, dude. Fucking open Google.
Atomfall, Doom the Dark Ages,
Just wants to
EA
shit on
Sports
it.
FC 26,
What?
and
I love it's Ask Creed Shadows specifically. He bitched about that, not these other games. It's like he really wanted a reason to like, you know, this is why he wanted Jeff to explain, because he wanted to nitpick something and be like, okay, so Ubisoft comes out with this and they butcher the accessibility. Not only is it woke, but it's bad accessibility. Fuck you, Ubisoft. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to do that so bad. but he
South of
couldn't.
Midnight.
Well, I'm happy to hear they were accessible. I just wish I knew why. I guess they couldn't be bothered to tell us.
Next up, Best
Oh
Family
my god,
Game.
dude.
The nominees are
We don't get explanations of why for all these other categories, but he wants us to explain why for accessibility. Why? Fucking Google it if you're so curious, dumb fuck.
Donkey Kong Bonanza,
Okay.
Lego
Why?
Party,
Why
Lego
is DK
Boy-
Bonanza nominated for Best
Four
Family
Lego games,
Game?
watch.
Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing
Why?
Cross Worlds, and
Why?
Split
Why
Fiction.
were these
I don't know,
nominated?
Split Fiction is a family game? Oh,
Dude, Split Fiction is made by the people who did A Way Out and shit. They do multiplayer games, stupid.
fair enough, I guess.
Fair enough, I
Best
guess.
Sim strategy game nominees are The Alters,
The Alters was a strategy game?
Oh my god, you don't play these games!
Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivalice Chronicles,
Okay.
Jurassic World Evolution 3,
Okay.
Sid Meier's Civilization 7,
That's odd because I was told outright not to play Civ 7 because it was a bad game.
Oh my
People
god.
literally said
No, I thought people told not to play because it's only on PC or some shit.
it's
I don't know.
so bad
Who
that Civ
cares?
fans hate it. Don't play it because we'd rather see you eventually play a good game like that. So I stayed away from it. Yet here it is nominated for Best Strategy Game
Oh my god.
or Best Sim Game, I guess.
Okay.
Tempest Rising,
Maybe
and
if you
2
played it,
Point
you'd
Museum.
know why.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a new 2-Point game. 2-Point Museum came out this year?
These
Huh.
games are nominated for Best Sports Racing Game. EA
Best
Sports,
Sports
FC
Racing.
26, F1 25, Mario Kart World,
What?
Yeah, you race in that game.
You know the journalist didn't fucking play the game. Dude, Mario Kart World is actually one of the worst racing games ever made. It's not even based on racing.
Okay.
Like, if you're good at racing,
Oh my god.
that doesn't actually
But
affect
it's
your
a
outcome in
racing
Mario Kart
game.
World.
Oh my god, it's
literally
a
about,
racing
like,
game.
banking items and shit. It has
Yeah, but
nothing
that's an
to do with
aspect of the
racing.
game. You still
Hilarious.
race at the core of it.
And Sonic
my
Racing
God.
Crossworld.
Sonic Racing Crossworlds has way more to do with racing
No, there's items in that game too, dumb fuck. Come on.
than Mario Kart World.
Now the nominees
Whatever,
in our
okay.
3 esports categories.
Okay.
Starting with Best Esports Game. The nominees are Counter-Strike 2,
Still in there. It's still huge, huh?
Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends Bang Bang,
Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Why not do
Oh my God.
Fighter on Phone Punchy Punch? Jesus.
Oh my
and
God, dude.
Valorant. The nominees for
That
Best
was
Esports
trying
Athlete
so
are
I don't
hard.
know who these
So
are.
hard.
Chovy, Forsaken, Kakarot, Mena RD,
Kakarot?
All right, obviously I know him. I didn't know it was pronounced Mena RD, actually.
and Zywoo.
Okay.
And for Best Esports
How do you
Team,
know
our
Jeff is
special
pronouncing
esports
it right,
committee
bro? This is-
nominated these teams.
Gen
G,
I don't know
League of
how to say
Legends,
Uma
NRG,
Musume. Uma
Valorant,
Musume.
Team Falcons, Dota 2, Team Liquid PH, Mobile Legends,
Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Bang Bang,
Man,
and
he
Team
is
Vitality.
really focused on
Counter-Strike
that.
2.
Okay, we're almost done, but there are still 2 very important categories to go. First,
Whoa.
Best Game Direction recognizes outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
This looks
the nominees
decent.
are
But whatever, I don't
Claire
care.
Obscure, Expedition 33.
No
Death
shit.
Stranding 2, On the Beach.
No
Ghost
shit.
of Yote.
It seems like they really wanted to nominate Ghost of Yote for everything this year, likely to stick it
Oh
to
my God.
all the...
Dude, it was gonna be not. The game could literally be. I mean, dude, it was gonna be nominated in these categories. Like, it's a fucking Sony game. That's just like about the cycle of violence and shit. Like, this is trying so hard. This is this year's fucking Neil Druckmann Last of Us 2, I guess. And man, if this gets even one award, DSP is gonna like fucking cry about it like a little baby. Like, come on.
conservatives who didn't like it.
Yeah, that's why
because
it's
it had the
nominated.
main voice actress being a a real life leftist. So
A
basically,
real life
that's why-
leftist, a real life one, yeah. Okay, but at least she has a belief on like this guy, right? Yeah. But this is really stupid to assume that he got nominated to stick it to someone else. Okay, so did they nominate Night Rain to stick it to the casuals? Yeah, let's nominate Elden Ring Night Rain to stick it to the casuals who get filtered.
That's why Ghost of Yote got nominated for literally everything.
You
it
didn't
seems.
even play the game, but I love that he says about not even everything. But like he said that for the art direction. Well, I could see why. And same thing with the soundtrack. But now it's all because of left leaning bullshit. But like, come on.
Hades 2, and Split Fiction.
Okay.
And now it's the big one. GOTY, Game of the Year.
Goaty,
Recognizing a
Goaty,
game that delivers-
baby.
Wait a minute. Did he just say Goaty?
Oh my god. How would you? Yeah, that's the acronym. I mean, was he gonna say Gotti? That sounds gaudy. So he says Goaty. Who cares? This is, man,
Goaty?
Goaty, Goaty, baby.
Is that a thing? Are people actually pronouncing Game of the Year as Goaty?
Oh my god.
He actually said that as like it's a word. I have never heard that once before. Guys, am I missing out? Am I like out of touch with culture?
Yes,
Do we
you
say
are.
Goaty now?
Well, nobody says goatee like that unless they're like memeing, I guess.
Really? Am I
I
missing?
mean,
am I
who,
out
who
of touch?
cares?
I have never heard anyone say Goaty before.
Who cares? Man, we're really hung up on goatee.
They say Goaty on TikTok all the time, but adults don't. Oh. Well, he has
Oh.
to say it because, you know, he's so hip and cool. All right.
Okay,
The
DSV, yeah, you
absolute
definitely don't
best
act hip and
experience
cool
to
when you
players across
like, dude. This dude was abusing us with saying lit and let's go and shit. And he's like, yeah, he's doing abusing stuff. Yeah, you do the same shit, motherfucker.
all creative and technical fields. For this year's awards,
Here we go. So, I've already seen these, but I will say this. All right? For like the first
Put
time
your
ever,
hands. First time ever.
I have actually played every single game that's been nominated for Game
But
of
he
the Year,
didn't
at
beat
least
him.
a little bit.
He
That's the
didn't
first
even.
time that's ever happened.
Oh, at least a little
because
bit.
now I'm a PC gamer, so I actually had access to all of these games this
oh
year,
man.
which normally I wouldn't. so that's cool.
That's not true
Okay.
though,
Global
because he
TGA
could play
jury
these games
has
on
selected the
console.
following
Hades
6
2 was on
games
Switch
as the
too.
nominees for
Whatever.
Game of
Well, and
the
Switch.
Year. Player
Game of
Obscure,
the Year.
Expedition 33 from
Again, best in class RPG that I've played in a very long time.
Oh, man.
Not shocked whatsoever.
He's
that it's
gonna
there.
cry if this
Sandfall
loses.
Interactive.
I'm
Death
hoping for his
Stranding
downfall.
2 on the Beach from Kojima Productions.
I want Death Stranding 2
Not
to win to
shocked.
piss him off.
Number one, he's friends with Kojima, but number two,
Oh my
it
God.
actually is kind of a dry year for games.
Again, I
And-
love that the only way Death Stranding will ever get any attention, even though it was nominated when the first game came out, it will always be either the game there was a dry year and Kojima and Keighley suck each other's dicks. That's it. That is it. Has nothing to do with the game. Like this dude, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. I mean, if you just at this point say you don't like the game and you don't think it should be Game of the Year, because if you say, "Well, see why," then why bring up these other nonsense? This other nonsense then?
It has a great narrative, it has great graphics, the gameplay meh, but
Yeah, because you
overall,
hate life.
it was an enjoyable
The gameplay was
experience for me.
good. Stupid.
There you go.
Shut up.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Now here's the thing.
Time to get
They
angry.
needed to put a Nintendo game in here.
Why?
They had to. You know?
This is really stupid, by the way. They have nominated Nintendo games like multiple times. Like DK Bonanza wasn't the first time. So get a load of this conspiracy theory.
Understand? It's like a necessary thing.
It's necessary, yeah, because they've always avoided Nintendo every year. That's why they nominated Tears of the Kingdom last year, right? Because what? This is so weird, and it's so odd, right? That it's like 2 Japanese games, and he's like being this weird about it. They're both here for what's the word? Unofficial reasons. Corrupt
Because
reasons.
if they don't put that in there, then it's like, oh, there's no family-friendly Game of the Year nominee or whatever, right? They had to put one in there.
They've had Game of the Years with like M-rated games before. This dude, like, I get you hate DK Bonanza and it ruined your life and you won't let go, but it's just a game, dude. It's just a video game.
You're not going to put Mario Kart World in there because arguably it's actually one of the worst Mario Kart games ever made. Okay. You're not going to put Pokemon in there because the Pokemon community has panned Pokemon Legends ZA as one of the worst Pokemon games ever.
Oh my god.
What else has there been? You know what I'm saying? That wasn't
Okay.
like. So well, what is it? Well, here's the exclusive, right? Donkey Kong Bonanza is okay, but it's incredibly boring.
Yeah, for
80%
babies.
of the game.
Boring
It's
for you.
insanely repetitive. They just use
Cry
the same
about it.
mechanic over and over, which is very lame. The first 2 hours of the game,
Yeah.
and the
The
last
thing is, he has to be forced. I mean, I would go as far as to say that like they should have give you more reason to use the other power-ups. I do agree with that. But what he's complaining about is that the game doesn't force you to use them. I wouldn't want the game to force me to use them, but they should have given like more incentive to use them. Like having incentive is different than forcing. Like Clear Obscure, I think that like people saying that parrying is an option is dumb. The game kind of forces you to use it. But they give you an incentive to parry. They give you an extra turn. Like there is an incentive to parry. Like that's what I mean, dude. Come on.
last 2 hours of the game are the best parts of the game. And if you cut out the entire middle 25 hours and you just slap together 4 hours, it would be exactly the same quality of game. I'm serious. So, no, it's not Game of the Year. It's okay, but it's not what they were hoping. It's not the next Super Mario Odyssey like they were hoping.
Again,
at all.
I don't think it is. I don't get it because I feel that Donkey Kong has a different philosophy with Mario. Like I don't think that they went into DK Bonanza thinking about Mario.
But people seem to pretend like it is. It's not. It actually was quite a boring game.
All people said was that, oh, the Mario Odyssey dev team are working on DK Bonanza. That's as far as connected to Mario it is. They didn't say this is Mario Odyssey 2. It's just the people who did Odyssey worked on DK Bonanza. That's it.
Okay.
Whatever.
From
Okay.
Nintendo.
Hades 2 from Supergiant Games.
Like I said, I love Hades 2. I
Hades
was really
2.
enjoying it, but
Hades
you guys didn't
2.
like it, so I had to stop playing it.
Oh my God, stop
but
guilting-
I understand why it's there.
I
But
hate that he keeps blaming his audience for dropping this game. If you like it so much, why don't you give it another chance? Why don't you give it another chance then, bitch? But, you know, I'm glad he doesn't play it. I'm glad he dropped it. I would be offended if he picked it up again.
great creative direction, great gameplay mechanics. It has interesting story. It's good.
He didn't even
Hollow
know,
Knight
whatever, I don't
Silksong.
care.
Best in class Metroidvania. Haven't seen a better one yet. Maybe I am ignorant to that regard, but I think it's the best Metroidvania ever made.
He
Not shocked to
hasn't
see
played
that it's nominated.
Blasphemous. He
Team
played
Cherry
very little of it.
And Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
So many people liked this game that I have to think there's a
The way he hates it is so dumb. I hate it. I haven't played this game, but this dude, his main criticism was this wasn't good for the marathon. Then it shifted to the 2 hours are boring. He has played so many games where the first 2 hours are boring, and he was clapping for it. But this game, 2 hours of boredom, oh, that's sin against humanity. It should just be constant action. But then he'll also complain when games are constant action because it's like, oh, you're jangling keys in front of my face.
there's a good game there. But I played the first 2 hours during a marathon, and I was so fucking bored, I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, because you're doing it in a marathon, and you were not happy that this game was not doing anything for your marathon. Oh my God.
So I never went back to it, nor do I want to. But if you got, I'll take your word for it. You guys have said it's an amazing game. I just never got to the parts that I guess were good. Okay?
From Warhorse Studios.
Why could he say
There you
this
have it,
when he
your
was
nominees
dropped it,
for
right?
Game of
Whatever.
So to be honest with everyone, this may actually be the Game Awards that I actually agree with most of it. Like, usually I have a lot of
Whoa.
issue with it. And I'm like, what a bunch of bullshit. Most of these games are, I never heard of them. No, actually, I would say it's pretty accurate. And the funny part again is, did you notice,
Did you
literally
notice?
no giant games from any
Whoa.
huge studio really have been mentioned. Maybe you could say Battlefield got a few nominations. But did you notice
What about Sony
nothing
and
major
Kojima?
from any major studio really made it in? Because they're not making good games anymore.
They didn't
Like,
release
literally,
anything.
they're not. They're just making terrible games. So
Oh
what do you
my
expect?
God.
They have the
And
biggest
then get this, right? Next year or the year after or whenever they start pumping out games and you have like all these other games, he's gonna be like, oh, look at this, they don't have the indie games. Where are the indie games at?
budgets, the biggest dev teams, the most resources, and they're literally pumping out dog shit at a record pace. If anything, this is the year of the indie showing that these indie games are outshining. You want to know
God.
why? Here's the honest answer for this, okay?
Here,
Why are indie games better than AAA games? Passion. They actually have passion for
oh
what
my
they're
God.
making.
Like,
AAA studio
I know what he means by this. Like, I'm not gonna necessarily be completely unfair and say that, oh, he's an idiot. But I also think it's kind of, I do think from him it is unfair to assume that people who work on like Ass Creed or whatever, they don't have passion for what they're doing. They get like incredibly crunched and they're still in the industry. Like, you know, like, I mean, I know what he means. Like, you know, you play an indie game, you see someone that takes the time and effort to work on their games and this and that. But it's like at the same time, like the people who work at like Naughty Dog and this and that, they most likely also have passion for their job. Just because you don't like the game or that the game has flaws doesn't mean that people aren't passionate behind it. Like DC makes dog shit content and he tells us every day he's passionate about it. Okay.
studios have become a business where we put together a product for mass consumption to print money. That's not art. They have lost their way. You need to have passion for the project.
But a
you're
lot of
making
these, but a lot of
first.
these like games have overly inflated budgets that they can't have room to fail. Like again, there was a I think it was someone who did that movie American Fiction. He got an award. I think it was an Oscar or a Golden Globe. I think it was an Oscar. And he said that like more studios should just fund smaller movies. That way they can just pump movies out, give more like take more risks, and not have a big loss. Because half the time they do these big budgets and they just want to play it as safe as possible, make sure it has all the yellow paint and all this stuff so people can play it and buy it and recommend it. Like that's just the nature of the beast.
To make it a truly artistic wonder first. Then the money comes. It doesn't work when you're just planning for the money to print. So
But that's how DSP.
that's
but
what's going on.
That's how DSP structures his business, though. Do the streams, make sure people are aware of the goal, and just get money later. Get money now. Like, dude, he tells us let him hit the goal now, so we can focus on making good content. He tells us that when the goal isn't hit. Okay, dude.
Going on with the AAA industry right now, and it's sad.
It's
Because
sad,
there
dude.
used to be a situation where it used to be, hey, every year I could trust that EA, Ubisoft, Capcom, Bethesda,
But Capcom
you
has been
name it,
making
these
good
big
games.
studios would pump out banger
Oh my
after
God,
banger
I
every year.
hate these
And you'd be
finger
like, oh,
snaps.
wow, every month a new big game from a AAA studio. Now, most of these games, do you know a single person who's talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows?
It's months
It came,
old.
It went, it's garbage. No
Whatever.
one thinks about it. It's in ancient memory already. No one gives a shit. And that's the sad fact, is that the mighty have fallen at this point, and people are giving more attention to the games that are
Ubisoft
truly
has
good,
fallen,
which is good.
though. Ubisoft
Imagine a
fell
world
way before
where everyone overhyped all the AAA games
Creed
this
Shadows
year, and
was,
you
like,
never heard about Claire
thought
Obscura.
of.
You never got to see Hollow Knight Silk Song. And hell, even Blueprints, which I know a lot of people haven't really played or
Okay.
talked about, even Blueprints just got featured, which is well-deserved. Instead, normal year,
Yeah, but it
shoot those
got featured in a category about debut indie games. So just think about the other indie games that debuted that didn't get nominated. Like I'm playing this new indie game called Demon School. Now, of course, it wouldn't make it for the Game Awards, but do you think that's going to be nominated for next year's? Probably not. Demon School is good, by the way. I've been enjoying that game a lot. The music is so good, and the gameplay is good too. It's good combat. The dialogue is whatever. It's not. I wouldn't say the dialogue is bad. It's good for the most part. It's gonna sound like a dunk, but it's kind of like what Life is Strange wants to be. But this is way better than that. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like Life is Strange. That's a little mean. Like it kind of has like theater kid comedy a little bit, and some of it's kind of cringe and like whatever. But some of it's kind of funny. Like some of it hits, some of it doesn't. It is what it is. But I would overall recommend it. I love what it does with the visuals. The visual style is pretty cool in like some cases, and how they do some cinematics, how they transition from like overworld to combat is pretty good. But you think this guy is gonna talk about Demon Skull? Fuck no.
those under the rug, just talk about the big AAA games. I'm glad that didn't happen this year. Finally, the good games are actually getting a prominent push.
What about
That's
the games that
excellent.
didn't
I
get
hope that pattern
nominated?
continues, you know? And I'm happy now that I'm a PC gamer and I can
There were literally
enjoy a
good
lot of
games
these
that
games
didn't get
that
nominated.
normally I wouldn't have known about or
Whatever.
been able to experience.
Okay.
I'm happy that now I can get to experience them because, man, if I wasn't a PC gamer this year, I would have missed out on a lot of good shit. So, all right.
Like what?
well,
Honestly, all the games he played this year were all on console. All of them were all on console. What game did he play that was only on PC? Okay, dude.
that was actually fun. That was actually legit fun to go through. By the
Okay.
way, Belushi, YouTube.
All right, I'm over this. There's a small little segment in the Pokemon thing I wanna go over.
So, someone tipped $2. Says I'm looking at the categories for Game of the Year awards. What struck me is that Donkey Kong Bonanza's only other nomination is for the best family game of the year, yet it's also nominated as overall game of the year. But
I love he says about DK Bonanza, but what about fucking Clear Obscure, Hades 2, and all these other games that got nominated multiple times? Hello?
Split Fiction is nominated in 5 separate categories, but didn't.
Oh my god, this dude is a baby. Dude, the Oscars do this too. Wow, this movie that was Best Actor is also nominated for Best Costume, Best Soundtrack, Best Original Score. Wow! Jeez, guys.
Didn't make Game of the Year. Yeah, you want to know why?
Wait,
For the
what?
best family game of the year, Yet it's also nominated as overall game of the year, but Split Fiction is nominated in 5 separate categories but didn't make game of the year. Yeah, you want to know why? Because the previous games from that guy who makes them already won game of the year. What was it? It Takes Two, right? A few years ago.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now, basically, I think that
I love the amount of like conspiracy DSP has for Nintendo. It's for the Game Awards. It's so funny.
him and Jeff Keighley are friends. And
Like his conspiracy theories he has are like really funny. Like it's like Alex Jones Jr. level. Like this is like Weenie Hut Jr. of conspiracy theories.
Keighley said to him, we need to get a Nintendo game in there. Because Nintendo, we got to schmooze with Nintendo to make them.
We gotta schmooze with Nintendo. Dude, they've been nominated in the fucking Game Awards multiple years. Like, what are you talking about?
Like us.
We gotta make Nintendo like us. Yeah, I'm sure they're itching for Nintendo, even though they revealed the fucking Joker character in Smash Brothers at the Game Awards.
So we're going to put Bonanza in and not Split Fiction, but don't worry,
Oh
everyone
my
knows Split
God.
Fiction's great. It sold a ton.
This is so stupid.
And the guy's probably like, I don't care. I already won Game of the Year, and that gave me the boost I needed to be as popular as I am. That's how it is in the industry. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. I
Oh my
guarantee you that
God.
the guy who makes Split Fiction does not give a shit. He
This
didn't
is
get
so
nominated
dumb.
because he's already gotten so much boost from the
How
Game
do you
Awards
know
previously.
that? How
He's
do
probably
you
just grateful.
know?
Like, I don't care.
I don't care.
Meanwhile, the Game Awards is still trying to get toe-to-toe with Nintendo, get nice comfy with Nintendo.
Why?
So this is
They're already comfy. Nintendo already puts their ads in Game Awards. And he's like, yeah, Jeff is trying to earn their trust. They technically already have it if that's the case. Hello?
way to do it. That's my take, and I guarantee it's probably what's happening. I have no evidence of that, but I guarantee you that's the industry, man.
Yeah,
Every industry's like
man.
that. It's like I said, the Game Awards are not official in any way, shape, or form or capacity. They're not official, it's just a bunch of games journalists voting on it.
What would take them to be official? Nowadays, they would probably say, you'd pull the gamers. But do the Oscars, ask film heads to vote for the Oscars? No, they don't. Come on, hello? I don't even think the Oscars make their, panelists even known. We're gonna move on to, you know what, I'm gonna do, the voting, guys. I think I have time. I think I can fit it in. You're gonna see my oh, that's good. I linked it to my Twitch account, so it is what it is. My silly Twitch account. Okay. That should be good enough. All right. Should I have music playing? I don't know. You know what? Let's go to. No, not that. Raw fill. Let's go to raw fill. I know we talked about the Did he talk about the golden joysticks? I think he didn't. I'm gonna assume he didn't.
Gameplay. Everyone seems to be saying gameplay of different kinds. Truck sim. King Michael says truck sim. Well, here's the thing. We have Thanksgiving Day, and then we have Black Friday. So now let me explain the Black Friday deal. On Black Friday, I'm going to be here all day.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to do a marathon, okay?
You know what? Fuck it, no, I lied. Hades 2 soundtrack. Let's put the banger in the background. Alright. Let's fucking go. Game of the year. Honestly, I'm just gonna go with Hades 2, you know what? I would, Clair Obscur is good, Death Stranding 2 is good. I would say, if Hades 2 did not come out, if I didn't like it as much, I would have gone with Death Stranding 2. But, I'm liking Hades 2 a lot. Next category, yes. Best game direction award to outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Look here and listen up. For real. I would say Hades, I would say Hades 2. I kind of would want to do a Hades 2 sweep. However, I would think it's between these two. Like, Hades 2 is good, don't get me wrong. I like Hades 2 like a lot. But I think, like, altogether, I'm gonna say Death Stranding 2. I didn't beat Clear Obscure just yet, but I do think Death Stranding 2, I think I like the product altogether. So, next category. Best narrative. I would say this, but I didn't beat it yet. The narrative is good. I kind of like it so far. But I'm gonna go with Death Stranding 2. Because that story was pretty good. It did a good job, like, giving me interested. Okay, look. I think I said this in my previous video. It's really between Death Stranding 2 and Hades 2. Like, they're both, like, very good. But I could kind of concede Hades 2 here, because again, Hades 1 was also really good artistically, and I think Hades 2 really, like, continues what I love about it. I do love that it leans a lot more on witches and witchcraft and all this. Like, it's more interesting than Hades 1 visually. Like, Hades 1 is like, okay, let's Hades behind a desk, paperwork, whoa, like, you know, that's cute and, like, cool and all that. But I kind of like Hades 2 comparatively, because it kind of has a very strong vision of, you know, Milanoi's character and all that kind of stuff, you know. And Milanoi's is a goated character design. I love everything about Milanoy, great character. But I am gonna go with Death Stranding 2. You can't beat the GOAT, Shinkawa. You can't beat him. You can't beat him. Music, you're listening to it, baby. You're listening to it. I mean, I'm sorry. I can kind of give you a wink, like thumbs up, if you mention Clear Obscure and Death Stranding, but Darren Core, baby, the GOAT, man. Great soundtrack. You're listening to it. It's so good, so good. You can't convince me otherwise. I'm gonna go with Death Stranding 2. The audio design was pretty good. Honestly, none of these people kind of moved me one way or the other, like, but I will go with Dead for English. I liked her as Mayel. Innovation and accessibility. I'm just gonna give it to this game. Why not? They have a whole suite of accessibility. Games for impact, for a thought-provoking game with pro-social meaning or message. I'm gonna go with Lost Records, Bloom Rage. The title's really cool. I like the title a lot. The title got me a little bit interested to check it out, but I never played it. Classic. Best ongoing, yeah, I'm just gonna give it to No Man's Sky. Fuck it. Fuck it. Best community support. No Man's Sky, baby. Let's fucking go. Best independent game. You already know. I do want to try Absolem. It looks kind of cool. It does look kind of cool. But I'm going with Hades 2, baby. Best debut indie game. Death Bullet looks pretty interesting, but I'm gonna go with Dispatch. Why not? Best mobile game. I gotta go with Uma Musume. Uma Musume. Pretty Derby. Honestly, the only reason why I'm picking this, literally, Gold Ship. That animation where she's like doing this, she drop kicks you. Go to character. That's all I'll say about that. Go to character. VR Alien is a good movie series. Check out the movie Alien. Not the TV show. The TV show is all right. Best action game. Honestly, I like Shinobi, but I don't know. Didn't really beat it. Doom: The Dark Ages. I liked it more than Eternal, but I dropped it pretty early on. I don't know why. I like Ninja Gaiden 4, but I kind of don't like the mechanic of you have to build a meter to actually kill some enemies or to respond to certain attacks. Because if you don't have that meter, it kind of makes fighting a slog a little bit. So honestly, Hades 2. I love the action. I love the combat in Hades 2. Love this game. Alright, action adventure. I am gonna give it to Death Stranding 2. Silksong is good, don't get me wrong, but I kinda not in love with the challenge of it. So I'm kinda on that. Best RPG, Clear Obscure. I've been liking the RPG of it a lot. I'm honestly giving it to this because it made me play Rival Schools, the game I wanted to play because I love the characters. And the characters are dope. I can't remember the name of the character, the girl with like the red hair and she has like the mask and she has a chain whip. She is my favorite character. I love all her supers. Great character. DK Bonanza, love that game. Very fun. Sim game, I'll give it to the Alters. That looks weird. Why not? Best sports and racing game, gonna shock everyone. Going with Sonic. I thought I was gonna be a Mario Kart head, but in fact Sonic stole me. But Kirby Air Riders is challenging it now. By the way, pretty fun, huh? Didn't play any of these honestly, but I'm gonna vote for this. Why not? Best adaptation. As I said, gun to my head, I'm gonna vote for this. I didn't see Splinter Cell. Maybe I should watch it, but yeah. I'm more hyped for Resident Evil Requiem. I don't care about the rest. I'm gonna play GTA 6, but I'm going with Sakura Miko. She seems pretty dope. Best esports game. Where's Bang Bang? There's Bang Bang. We're going with Bang Bang, baby. Esports athletes. I forgot what I said in my video. But this gives the game that they played. So, you know, nobody here is from Guilty Gear. So that's fucked up. Clearly they are biased. They're biased against Guilty Gear. It's the woke media. They're censoring Guilty Gear. We're gonna go with the Street Fighter though. Esports team, Team Falcons, Team Vitality. We're going with Team Falcon. You know, who doesn't like a Falcon? Do you hate Falcons? Let me know. All right. I think that's it. All right. I casted my votes. Again, I did a whole video kind of talking more about it, but there you have it. So I'm gonna go to full screen because I'm gonna download these so I have them for reference. Where can I download? Let me download. Okay. 'Cause I don't know if it's gonna like. Okay, good. Good, it's done. Done downloading. That is it for the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Oh, is this doing double audio? I forgot that it does. Okay, it isn't. Thank you for watching. Again, Hades 2 is the GOAT. I love Hades 2. I'm a huge Hades 2 fan. So maybe take what I say with a grain of salt, but it is a really good game. I would recommend it if you like roguelikes. It's only like, what, $25, $30? It's great. It's a great game. Fantastic game. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna buy it again on PS5. If they ever release on PS5, I'm buying it again. Sorry. So that's it for the video. Let's vibe check his current stream, guys. He hit the goal! Yes! And then someone says Tournament Souls is awesome, trying to exceed the goal to make up for missing the goal that night. Very fun, very chill and cool. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And play Hades 2. Play it. Play it. Play it. Play Hades 2. 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 Play Hades 2.